Well, I see once again y'all got nothing better to do than watch somebody work their butt off and sit there and chuckle at their mistakes. But nonetheless, we're here. Of course, this is the old Mountain Valley homestead, and we picked this up from some guy calls himself the Old Guy Farmer. But just plotting out where we're going to drop a field here. This is a pretty nice little area. I think I can put up with it. So, I was up yesterday watching that new fella in town running around on that kid of his. Man, he's got some pretty keen-looking gear, I'll tell you, but I had to laugh. There he is, oh, my cedar has run out of seed. Well, I had news for you, boy. Drive it back to your silo and put some more in it. But no, I have a fancy device that I can drive out there and fill it up. Well, yeah, how'd that work for you? You end up driving your fancy device, your extra tractor, and your cedar back to the farm. I love it when a plan comes together, almost as much as I love it when it falls apart. Well, we got lots of work to do here, because we're not getting any younger, and these fields ain't getting done. We're going to have to start pretty small till we get some kit. So I don't really want to work the really nice areas yet. Not in particular, but, well, how's this looking? Could I stick a small field in there? Probably could, eh? I think we're going to do that. You can start right there. Put in a little bit of one. Yeah, over visiting a buddy of mine. He's got an old farm. We're there, and he's telling me, I know what's going on, man. Right after I moved in, one of my pigs disappeared. I mean, disappeared. I haven't found it yet. I'm thinking, well, there's a pretty big thing to lose, dude. But then he tells me apparently his rooster's gone. Look at me gone. He's got a complete fenced-off coop and the whole 9 yards. And get out there, and we're looking around, and no, he's right, man. I can't find that darn thing anywhere. So I'm looking about, and walking by the barn where he stores his bales. And, well, I hear this voice. And it's kind of high-pitched and a little bit whispery, like some old woman or something, saying, "It's the pigs. It's the pigs. It's a conspiracy. The pigs are trying to take over the farm." And I turn around, and my God, to my horror and amazement, there's a spider there the size of my hand. I kid you not, monster thing. Well, I do what any fierce-grown man like myself would do. I screamed like a little girl. I grabbed a pitchfork, and I stuck that thing to the barn wall like an old Farrah Fawcett poster. And, well, long story short, we still haven't found his rooster, but now that damn there's any creepy spiders going to be wandering around yipping up the storm. Whew, that was some freaky stuff. I know. Maybe coffee and cornflakes. I got to find a better breakfast or something. That was just one of those days, man. Alrighty. Dang, this is a small area. Alright, well, let's plot this out. Indeed. Indeed. Okay, so let's see what we got to do here. There we go, we're tearing it up. Yeah, that was quite a day. I don't know whatever did happen to his rooster. Kind of feel bad for him. He's one of these farmers that's a little too fond of the animals, I sometimes wonder how the heck he ever gets them off the market, or if he even does, as far as that goes. You just can't tell, eh? Well, there's a straight line if I ever drew one. Yeah, boy. I'll tell you, getting too old for this. One of these days, I'm just going to settle myself down and do what I want to do. Become a kayak fisherman. Yeah, you didn't know that, did you? No siree, lifelong dream. Buy myself one of them kayaker things and get out there and fish for the rest of my days. I think that would be just beautiful. I do. Do. Okay, and I think the other side, simply put, is going to have to come down right here, right? So I wouldn't mind knocking a few of these trees out of my way, only problem being I got no way to cut the stumps out. And that can be an issue, let me tell you. You come ripping along and you don't notice where that thing is, or she's got some straw over it, the next thing you know you're out of combine. So, not something we want. And we're definitely going to have to use the wood we got here to make enough money to make this farm viable. So, we'll figure it out. Yeah, down at the shop, but boys are telling me they got a new tractor down there, cheap as heck, a third of what this thing's worth. Real nice unit too. Does front loading, does all kinds of stuff. Of course, problem with it being, she just got no kahoonies to her at all. I know, it's like 45 horses or something. Now, I mean, granted, we're not pumping a lot with this guy. She's only 65. But problem is, you can see what a big monster this plow is. Well, you can imagine what we'd be able to pull if we had 20 less horse. Because when you only got 60, well, that's a pretty big change. Pretty big change. Well, that would work well. That'd give us enough. Well, I suppose we got enough to buy a cheap one, but we are going to have to cultivate this. And I don't have anything. We can lease gear. Problem being, of course, for such tiny jobs, it barely pays for itself. I don't know. I'm pretty cheap most of the time. Well, I don't know. Cheap's a bit harsh. I'm a thrifty. That's it, I'm thrifty. Da-da-da-da-dee. Well, that's starting to look like a field. I'm pretty impressed. I'm pretty impressed. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about it. Because, I mean, the next... If we did that, it just means we'd have to do a little smaller pass. It's that, or we could try cutting out a couple of fields while we've got the bigger guy. Because I know he's going to give me like 51K for this thing. And we only paid like 52 originally. That's a theory. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure they're about half that price for one of these new man? Yeah, I think that's what it is. Or MAN, I don't know if they actually call them man over there, but one of these new MAN tractors. A little bit sissy looking too, I gotta tell you, but that's not the point, as much as it would like to be. So yeah, I don't know, maybe we'll do that. Then we could return the plow, get ourselves one of a pick up a cultivating type, and go from there. Of course, we will eventually have to replace the plow. And if we don't have a good enough tractor, that might be an issue. I suppose I should check first, too, to make sure there's a cultivator that thing will run. Okay. I'm just going to do a little back trot here and grab that last bit. And then by guppy, I have what I believe we call here in the farmlands a field. Alrighty, that looks pretty sharp. Pretty sharp indeed. Trim this little bit of whackage back. Hey, forward please. That's the job. Alright. Look at that. We got ourselves a field. She ain't big, but I think it'll do. I do think it will do. Alrighty. Alrighty, so $12,000. Now, I mean, we could hit the bank. I suppose, pay them criminals. Oh, man. Only worse than a banker's a lawyer. But I suppose you gotta be something if you fail out of lower school, eh? Alright, let's go back to there so we don't end up punching a hole in the bottom of the concrete. There's a ticket. There's a ticket. Shit. Well. Isn't that a beautiful thing? I mean, it's way too cold to plant, but I'm looking to get a couple of fields prepped anyway. So that thing, we got here, we got another open space here. How does it look, though? Oh, she's a little bit rough. It's this tree here that's the knocker, isn't it? Like I say, it's not like it's a problem to cut them down. My issue is I can't get these stumps out. So we use that one as a side marker. We could lay another field in. Ah, I'm not kidding, this dang thing's way too much in the way. Alright, we're gonna have to start behind it. Get this second field in. Then I think we'll be in shape. Oh, I've already detached this. There we go. Then I think we'll be in condition to maybe consider going down for the other one. Because we're not going to be much good shape here if we can't do anything other than plow. Yeah, I don't know. I got all the, yeah. This is pretty rough. I don't think this is going to do us. No, I don't think so. I mean, we got lots of space down the other side. Out here. How about... No, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. Should be a bit narrow with them trees, but I think it'll be alright. I think it will. Come in nice and close. Alrighty. Okay. Oh, I should probably give us a little bit of space, eh? Alright. Let's rip it. We should be able to run all the way to here. It should go be narrow, but be a little longer than the other one. That's a good thing. Now eventually, of course, we'll have all that space in there, but the size of those fields mean it's just prohibitive right now. We'd certainly get some good ground broken, but we don't near have the kit to run it, and we don't near have the resources to think we're gonna have that kind of kit anything like the near future. But the thing I also gotta know is how much wood are we gonna have to sell to get a stump muncher. So let's have a look at our little digital catalog here, since they were nice enough to supply such a silly thing. $5,000. That's not so bad. Problem being, she's a little out of our horsepower range. Dang. We're currently, I think, 65. We might be 75 horse. So yeah, $5,000. Yeah. What's cultivator gonna run us? See, because if I could sell a few of these, then we might be alright, eh? Oh, she's a choice, I'll tell you. She is a choice. Cultivator. What do we got? Better have something cheap for me, boy. $39.50. That'll do. That'll do. So, hey, we can actually buy both of those. Wonderful. Perfect. I think that's exactly what we're gonna do. Alright. Well, let's finish plowing this little sector. And, then we'll do that. We'll head on down, we'll get a little tree cruncher. And start knocking a few of these puppies out of our face. Indeed. That'll do. And of course, the cedar and such is going to have to rely on what we can get for the wood. So yeah, I'm going to say that that stump muncher is going to be a priority. In fact, if I knock this little tree out of here, we can almost double the width of this field right off. So I'm liking that. I think this is what we're going to do. As soon as I run this last path, we'll go down and we'll grab that other device. And go from there. Ooh, it's going to be tight. Alrighty. Alrighty indeed. Yeah. I think that's a plan. I'm still of the debate though. Let's see, we can go one slightly smaller plow would allow us to switch over to that other tractor and give us all kinds of money. We might even be able to get a seeder. So I think what we're going to need to do here, I know it's a bit of a long trek, but yeah, We're going to head out onto the highway. We're going to go down that shop and we're going to get this straightened out. And we're going to do it something quick too. Tired of wasting time around this place. I'm also thinking, instead of taking the long way around, I'm pretty sure we've actually got a way that we can go through the bush and use one of these roads out the back of the property. Maybe cutting most of our trip out. So, she's quite a tangle of old trails through here. It's an interesting old area. And I think we can run this guy right up the back. This is all our property. You can see once we knock a few trees out of the way, we got a fair bit of land. And every one of these trees is worth a few $1,000s. So, certainly going to make it worth the effort. Because this whole thing right up to this, yeah, I believe this is it, this ridge line here. Yeah, this marks the edge of the property. So, very cool. It also, yeah. Well, ain't that special. There's no way down on this end. Ha. Well, 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 well. That's, is there anything down to the other side here? Maybe we just go over. Nope. That ridge runs pretty much the full length, no, not other than right where we are. Well, actually, this is an easy enough area here. Alright, we can do that. I think it's a bit steep, but it's perfectly smooth. Should be just fine. We just have to go easy, that's all. Yeah, I know, you people's all such chickens. Give her some break. Of course, we won't be coming back this way, I don't think. There we go, look at that. Darn near effortless. Beautiful. We'll head off this way and hope we can find our way through the fences and stuff. Because that can always be a problem. You get within 20 feet of where you want to be and discover the closest entrance to a fence is 6 miles away. Oh, wait a minute. I think we may luck out here. We've got a fence entrance right here. Alrighty. Ain't gonna get us home in a hurry, but it sure got us down here. Yeah, I know I could have looked for other traffic before it pulled out, but then I would have had to wait for them, right? This way, at best, all they can do is sit behind you and bleat their horns at you like it was gonna do something. Alrighty, here we go. Whoa! You're just totally oblivious to the fact that we have stop signs here, or what, fella? Man, did you see that idiot? Alright, here we are. Back at the Doots and Fluffer. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Ah, yeah, rank thing, you. There we go, lads. Okay. So, where's the, where's the, hello? Oh, there we go. They put them both inside. Sneaky buggers. Alright, yeah. Okay. Uh-huh. Still plow back here, folks. Come on now. I need that thing. You buggers. Alright. So, let's have a look at our new tractor, shall we? Doo-doo-doo-doo. There she is. Yes, indeed. Yeah, see, we're only 45 horse. That leaves us a little bit shy of the last one. And we're going to go open cabin. So yeah, that's only half the price we paid for the other one. Okay. Now, we need to get into, well, we don't actually at the moment. We need to buy this guy. Yep. Okay. And we need also to get this. Oh, now there's an issue. We screwed that up. Oh no. Yeah, there's no way that thing will run this. Oh man. Oh man. What have we done? What have we done? Oh yeah, one other thing we are going to need while we're here, we might as well grab it, because I don't think it's going to be expensive. There we go. $2,000. Good bloody. Alright, well. Yeah, okay. Da-dee-dee-dee. Alrighty. Now, like I said, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to go home the same way. And I do believe we're about even Steven all the way around. So. Oh well. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, it's a place we're going to want to get ourselves used to, because we're going to be selling a fair bit of product down there. We'll be making our livelihood out of that place for a while, actually. You know, I have a feeling that's why the properties go so cheap down there. And that little section we got, because that's how this whole area is. There's these weird ridges of hills that run all over the place in every direction you can imagine, and then down in between them are these pockets of really fertile grassland. I mean, like I said, most of it's overgrown with trees now, but one time this must have been quite the place. I don't know why it got abandoned. I know there was mining contractors went through all these hills because there was some tickly rumor there being some big tin deposit or something, but that didn't pan out, and it seems when that fell through, it was like everybody just gave up and left. You know? I don't know why. It's perfectly good, viable land. There's lots of clean water and all of these sorts of things. In fact, from what I understand, the water down here is so nice, they're thinking of putting in some kind of a fishery thing. I'm not quite sure what that's all about yet, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Well, apparently that's why they're clearing a lot of this area. I thought it was just a little park, but shows you what I know. Uh-oh. Well, we're already running into a bit of an issue here, aren't we? This is heavy. Maybe if I lift it up. Yeah, at least we're not floating our snout off the ground. Said, I'm just not sure if this puppy's going to have the HP to actually run that. There we go. Alright, why are you still flapping in the wind there, man? There you are, lock you down. Okay. Alrighty, so first thing I want to do here is knock one of these puppies down. Alrighty. Yeah. I'm going to start to listen. So we are. Oh, alright. Well, it was a little unexpected. Yeah. Alrighty. Yeah. There we go. So I gotta do is cut this thing into small enough chunks that I can load it into that other piece of kit we got there, that Iker. So yeah, it's probably gonna have to do. Probably an awful lot of noise for an early Sunday morning, but, well, gotta get her work done. And all them fine folks sitting in church going, I hate the sound of that chainsaw. Well, yeah. You like having cereal and eggs for breakfast, so just leave me the heck alone and I'll do my job. And I don't see anybody complaining, all them punks out there on Saturday night down the park across the street, you know, in their hot cars, all parking and sparking their marijuana stuff, and it doesn't seem to draw too much attention, so I should be able to do an honest day's work out here without too much harassment. It's 8:25 in the morning, all them fine folks should be up and about anyway. Alrighty, what are we doing here? Oh, looks like my chain's getting a bit rattly. I'll have to tighten that up, maybe give her a sharp. And it feels pretty good, but I always figure if I gotta go through the bother of adjusting it, then she probably could use a sharpening too. Yeah, we'll kick this guy into a couple. There we go. Alrighty. Well, now let's see if I'm just too old for this, shall we? Yeah, okay. Those are manageable. Alrighty. Let's go and grab our ichor. There you be. Our fine little ichor combi. Ah, you darn farm cat, what the heck you want now? Why don't you go out and eat yourself a mouse or something if you're hungry? Oh, wow. Beautiful. Dang, that's a long tree, isn't it? Boss. Get her out of the way there. Beautiful. Alright. Let's see how we do. Nope. Yeah, put him in a trailer, boy. There you go. Sheesh. I don't know if it'll be able to carry this whole tree. That's a lot of weight. Poor little thing. Squish her like a bug. Yeah, we got a little bit of a mess to clean up. We can't leave that sawdust down there. That one's a bit long, isn't it? Oh well. It's okay. It's our second stack anyway. Whoa. Yeah, I don't think we're going to manage her all in one go. No siree. No, I don't. So, we're going to have to make a couple of runs with this. See what kind of money we make off her. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I really wish there was a way through there, but I don't think we're going to take it with this load. Last thing we need to do is go head over heels down that hill. And, yeah. It's a little bit hard seeing over this thing, let me tell you. Yeah, we're going to have to hope we don't crash. Oh yeah, that weight also far surpasses any sort of braking system we have. It's just a little scary. Alrighty, let's turn the beacons on. Yeah, that's what I thought. Maybe we won't be turning the beacons on. Alright, folks. Big nasty little tractor coming through. There we go. Yeah. Well, I do hope we get a good return on this. Because there's kit we're needing. I don't know. If we can run that stump muncher, then I'm going to have to say that that was definitely a good purchase. If we can't, Well, I'm going to have to cut down enough trees and create enough stumps that we can get something that will. Because we can also sell all that wood chippery we created. That's not going to hurt our feelings at all. Morning, folks. Man, she's a long way in it. Coming back's not so bad, but heading down there with a load, boy, oh boy. Well, we got 6 log on board. We should be able to get all of it in the next one. Now you got to cut them a little bit shorter so they fit inside that box. When I got to strap them on top, that means we only get 1 row. And if I stack them any higher than this, of course, then you'd be blind man going down the road. And there's lots of traffic here. I'm not sure what all these folk do other than run a couple of industries. So it must be her. Alright, here we are. There we are, indeed. Okay, we got his point for selling the wood chip there. Whoa. Yeah, I didn't even see those over the top of this. So I'm going to hope. There we go. Wow. That sold pretty quick. Didn't get a lot of money. $11. Oh, that must have been that little stick of an end piece. So a couple $100 a pop, eh? It's alright. That's alright. Do-do-do-do. Yeah, I'm not sure how the heck they do that. Alrighty. Let's quickly head on back. Let's see if we're going to be able to stump much. If we are, beautiful, we are set. There's a couple more of those trees and we shouldn't have any issue getting ourselves a nice little cedar. And that'll be pretty nice considering she's still a bit too cold to plant. But we got a couple of days of ground prep here and I'm going to make the best of it. I'm going to make the best of it. Oh, there's a lot of timber around here. Lots of money to be made. Surprised it's all exported raw, though. I think some enterprising person would start up a sawmill or something, get some boards cut, make themselves a little bit of a money selling to the local homesteaders, but I don't know. Seems these days all they want to do is knock down our local BC firs and ship them off to China for processing. And then they ship us back a bunch of poorly made 2x4s and expect us to build our houses out of them. It's something just silly about the whole thing. I was down one of the local lumber yards there a couple of weeks back. I want to build myself a good workbench for outdoor usage. And I figured what I needed was I wanted to make the top really, really good and solid. So I was figuring I'm going to get me a dozen 2x4s, stick them all up face to face, You know, basically make one solid block table out of a dozen 2x4s. I went through 4 pallets of 2x4s to find a dozen that I thought might be straight enough, might not have enough knot holes and such in them, etc., etc., to actually be practical to build this workbench. 4 pallets, I found 10. Yeah. And there was only 4 that were open. I didn't have a strap cutter. I swear I would have broken into a 5th pallet of those things. But there was 4 pallets of 2x that had the straps cut on them already. And I sorted through every single 2x4. I don't know how many there is on a pallet, but she ain't a small amount. Yeah. Every single one of them. And that's what we ended up with. 10. So, I don't know. I just don't know. It's a weird way to run a world. Alright, here's the big test. Now, I know I got more logs to haul, but I just can't hold out. I gotta know. Gotta know. Oh, I hope this darn thing works. You know what? Probably work better if I attached the plateau. Well, it's still not telling us we can't do it, so maybe we're close enough. Yeah, sometimes close enough is good enough. By guppy, if we can get this stump out of here, we are in business. I can double the width of this field to start with. Well, we got her to start up. Alright. Here we go. We got her. Beautiful. I'm impressed we got her. Just barely, though. It's all I can do to back the tractor up when that thing's running. But as long as we get in close, looks like we're going to be okay. Well, that's a lifesaver, I'll tell you. That could have set us back a real piece. Real piece. Alright, what a beautiful thing. Got a beautiful thing. Okay. Now I've finished dicing out this piece. She's going to get a little bit shorter as we get over here, but I think I'll take her right to about here. Yeah, that's going to be a nice feel. So we'll knock this one. Excuse me, this one. And maybe, probably this one. Probably. Alright. But I think that's gonna do her for now. I gotta go off and do a couple of things. So, next time we meet, we should be ready to finish off these fields. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, well, good for you. See you later. Take care of each other. Bye.